Hi everyone, welcome to a new video update. This is gonna be the last video update video for a while because I want to focus on collection videos and unboxing videos. So this is gonna be the last for a while. Well, Donald Trump. Yeah. Well, everyone trusts and believe what Donald Trump are saying. Yeah. You know why? Because he got you under his power. Yeah. He control all of you. Yeah, that's why. And as I was saying in the mini-sode I did for a couple of days ago, I said that there's more than meets the eye about Donald Trump. Front of the camera, he tries to be a nice, good guy, and behind the camera is a much darker story. Yeah. So, I don't believe Donald Trump. I don't trust Donald Trump. And if Donald Trump was the last person on Earth, last human on Earth, I wouldn't trust him or believe him at all. Well, I saw a little link on YouTube. Well, there was a reporter that yells at Donald Trump for some reason. And Donald Trump, get out! You are not welcome here, so get out! Well, Donald Trump don't care about the truth. No. When people ask him about, ask him some questions, and the people, the reporters and the people know the truth about that. But when they ask Donald Trump, he will not answer it. No, because he don't want to listen to the truth. And Michael Jackson was right all along. When he released the song, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Yeah. He meant the government. Yeah. He meant the cops. He meant the president, and the politician, and the people that worked in every country. Yeah. So Michael Jackson was right all along. Because Donald Trump is one of those people that don't want to listen to the truth. No. So then when people are talking, Donald Trump don't want to listen. So he tries to say something at the same time that person say his opinion. Because Donald Trump and the government and the people that work for the country, like politicians, presidents, prime ministers, they don't want to listen. No. So the reporter I saw on the picture, a link on YouTube, got thrown out. Yeah, because get out of here, you're not welcome here. So Donald Trump There's more than meets the eye about that guy. So, people, don't believe or trust Donald Trump because he got you fooled. Yeah, he fooled you all by lying to you. Yeah. Well, you remember the first time that he was the president? Yeah, 2016. Yeah. He lied to the people back then. But, they thrown him out of the White House and they choose another president, that's Biden. And he was the president for a while. And then there was an election. Boom, there he was, Donald Trump again. And people have forgiven Donald Trump about that thing he did back then. But do you know Donald Trump? The real Donald Trump? No, you don't. You know the president, Donald Trump, but you don't know the real Donald Trump. The man behind the president. No. So if I were you, all of you, I don't trust or believe whatever Donald Trump are saying. No. So he said that I can't make a dollar or something, change a dollar, but I can destroy, he mentioned that in one of the press TV that he has with the press. He mentioned something that he can destroy, and he couldn't change a dollar or something. Yeah. So, America, you all are doomed. Yeah. You all are doomed. And you know why? Because you got Donald Trump as the president. That's why. Michael Jackson released song, They Don't Care About Us. Well, in that song, he says, police brutality, And that line he sings in that song was when he was arrested by the cops. And the cops said to him, you better take your clothes off. Yeah. So he took his clothes off in front of the cops, and the cops touched him here and there. That's police brutality, So I don't trust cops either, Well, the second agenda I want to talk about is Star Trek Academy. Well, that Star Trek Academy could maybe get better. Maybe get better. If they got Brannon Braga and Rick Berman and also the other people that made Star Trek Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, TNG, and the original TV show from the 60s. Yeah. Get some of those people and let those people create Star Trek Academy, Maybe then it could be better. Maybe. Yeah, and also if they change the Klingon, to Klingon back to the Klingons that we all know and love, and make the Klingons warriors, hunters, and the the back to where their Klingon was before, you know. Yeah, but they have a gay Klingon. That's gay. Falls in love with a guy in the show. They kiss and they have sex, and But that's not Star Trek because Academy doesn't feel like Star Trek. It feels like a kindergarten. Yeah, it feels like a kindergarten, and it looks like Dawson's Creek, a bad copy of Dawson's Creek, and Beverly Hills 90210. But don't get me wrong. I love Dawson's Creek and I love Beverly Hills 90210. I love those two shows. But Academy look like a bad copy. Well, Star Trek is about exploring strange new worlds to seek out any new life, a new civilization, and to boldly go where no one has gone before. And also they at the academy, these students doesn't learn anything on this academy. No, they have to learn how to command a ship, how to take command, how to be an officer, and how to fix a ship, work in the engineering, being a captain, be a first officer, and much more. Yeah, but they don't learn that in Star Trek Academy. No. So it feels like kindergarten. Oh, now we're going to see the children in the kindergarten, and boom, you watch next episode. There they are, kindergarten in space. And we'll also put students on a spaceship without any experience at all. Huh. Well, if Picard or James T. Kirk, Captain Archer, Benjamin Sisko, and Janeway, worked in the academy, they wouldn't bring students on the ship and go into space. No, they will teach. They will teach the students about those things they need to learn when they are in the academy. Yeah, but it's not happening here. You see that the gay Klingon go in skirt, and he's gay, but don't get me wrong. It's not wrong to be gay. No, there's lots of people out there that are gay. Lesbians, bisexual, transgenders, and. But this what they have in Star Trek Academy will give them a bad reputation. If you know what I mean. Yeah. You see that the Klingon go in skirt, and I don't want to fight. I am a lover, not a fighter. And I want to look at the birds. When have the Klingon look at the birds before? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing a Klingon look at some birds. No. I don't. And if they changed, the woman that are half Klingon and half Jemadar, Well, if they changed her to a Klingon, and let her be a Klingon instead, then it's maybe okay. Yeah. But Alex Kurtzman, you don't know Star Trek history. You don't know Star Trek story. And you don't know the characters that are in the Star Trek universe at all. Well, Have you looked at Star Trek Discovery? Yeah, well, I have 4 seasons. Yeah, 4 seasons. And guess what I saw? Klingons. But they weren't Klingons. Who were they? They were frogs. Ribbit. Yeah, they have put frogs in Star Trek. Yeah, you look Star Trek Discovery, and you don't see Klingons because you see some frogs. Yeah, frogs in space. But pigs in space in the Muppets. Yeah, but now there are another TV show out called Frogs in Space. Yeah. Alex Kurtzman, I have some question for you. Are you related to Kathleen Kennedy by any chance? Well, I mentioned this maybe before, but are you related to her? Because she destroyed Star Wars. And you destroyed Star Trek. So is Kathleen Kennedy your lover, your sex toy, your wife? Or maybe a girlfriend? And also, are you and Kathleen Kennedy related to Donald Trump by any chance? Because, you, Alex Kurtzman, destroyed Star Trek. Kathleen Kennedy destroyed Star Wars. And Donald Trump will destroy the world. Yeah. So are you related by any chance? Maybe Donald Trump is your father? Alex Kurtzman, I am your father. Join the dark side. Yeah. All of you want to destroy something. Well, so if they changed the character that is a Jemadar and a Klingon woman, changed her to only a Klingon, and the guy that are a Klingon, he could be a warrior and a hunter, normal Klingon, and do normal Klingon things. And well, the captain, the woman on the ship, could be much better if she learned how to be a captain. Yeah, maybe she has to go to the academy herself. Yeah, and learn how to be a captain. Yeah, and then start. And also, if you brought back the old people that created the old TV shows, Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, and the original TV show from the 60s, Brannon Braga, Rick Berman, and the rest of the crew, Maybe Star Trek Academy will be better. Maybe. But it is what it is. Yeah. And look what we got. Well, Alex Kurtzman doesn't know a shit about the Star Trek universe or Star Trek Continuum. Yeah, he don't know a shit. He knows that, there are some Klingons in Star Trek. I heard about that, and I heard about, there's some Jemadar. Yeah, he only heard about it, but he didn't see it. No. That's why he changed the Jemadar to a woman, because he didn't know they was male. There are no female Jemadar? No, I haven't seen anyone. No, until Star Trek Academy. Yeah, when I saw the trailer and I saw the sneak preview clip that they shown. Yeah, and a captain that doesn't care. No, she reads a book. She sits in the chair and read a book. What kind of a captain is that? Well, is she from the mental institution? Yeah, maybe she escaped from the mental institution. But if the captain on the ship of the academy ship goes to the academy herself, maybe she can learn how to be a captain and how to give orders, to the officers. Yeah. And then the Klingons, they changed the Klingons back to what they were. And Jemadar, the woman, she turns into a Klingon woman instead. And no gay business in Star Trek. No gay business. We have students that want to learn how to be an officer, not a child, a spoiled brat, In the academy, they don't have the time. No, they don't have the time to fall in love and have sex and romantic mushy, tushy, sushi stuff. No. In the academy, you must learn how to be an officer. You must learn how to take command. You must learn how to be a captain, how to be an first officer, how to be a driver. Yeah, well, you have to drive the ship, and you have to learn how to work in the engineering with engines, and you have to learn many things before you can before you can join the ship. Yeah, you must learn everything. There's lots of things you have to learn. But these children that are in this academy don't want to learn a thing. No, the only thing that they want to do is this mushy tushy sushi stuff. As this guy, Paul Who, Paul Who, that talks about Doctor Who. Yeah, well, he mentioned the second series with Doctor Who, David Tennant, and Billy Piper. They have some romantic, smushy, tushy, sushi stuff in there. Yeah, that's what happened in Academy as well. Smushy, tushy, sushi stuff. But Star Trek isn't about romantic, smushy, tushy stuff. No. It's about exploring strange new worlds. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, they did it. Yeah, they went through the wormhole to another planet's worlds. Yeah. Next Generation, they went, Enterprise with Picard and his crew went to different worlds and seek out new life and new civilizations and explored. Yeah, but sometimes Picard and the crew had some fights with the Klingons, Romulans, the Borg, and also Q. Yeah, Q. Yeah, Q was the person that brought Picard and his crew to meet the Borg for the first time in an early episode. I think it was in season 1, I believe. In season 1 or season 2. And also, later on, you see that Captain Picard get kidnapped by the Borg and turn into Locutus because he was assimilated. We are the Borg. You know, resistance is futile. And also, do you want to be a drone? Yeah, and work for the Borg? And only have one brain? Yeah, you listen to one brain? And that takes command from one person? Do you want that? That could be fun. Well. We are in 7 episodes with Star Trek Academy. Yeah, and everyone is excited to watch this show that people hate. They can't stand the show, and they talk about it. Oh, this is the worst show ever. Oh, we have got so much pain. That your head can explode. Yeah. So you all got yourself to blame by watching Star Trek Academy. Yeah. Why are you watching it if you hate it? Yeah. Go outside. Yeah, go outside and play instead. Meet some friends, have some fun outside, outdoors. Yeah. And give a shit about Star Trek Academy, okay? Go outside, go and play instead. Yeah. Well, back to Donald Trump. Donald Trump have you all fooled. He got you under his control, and he don't care about the truth, and he also don't care about you. And there's more than meets the eye. Because Donald Trump isn't the guy you know. Well, you know him as the president. But do you know the real Donald Trump behind the camera? Yeah. Do you know? No, you don't. Because that's another dark, dark story. And Power Rangers, yeah. Well, there's going to be Power Ninja. There's going to be Power Rangers, but without Jason, without Tommy. Yeah, they're going to change that. And also they're going to change the power suits. But haven't they learned already? Yeah, they tried that in 2017. Yeah, when they changed Power Rangers. The power suits, Megazord, they changed the design of Alpha, the robot, Rita Repulsa's suit, Goldar, yeah, and the power coins. They changed everything. So that film was a flop. And now they're going to do it to the Rebooth remake that they're going to do. Yeah, it's going to be a flop, that as well. Yeah. Well, because I'm not interested watching a Power Rangers Rebooth remake that is also the same that the Power Rangers 2017 was. Yeah. So I don't care about that Power Rangers Rebooth remake. I like Power Rangers, the old Power Rangers. Yeah. Not the Rebooth remake. No. Even if King Kong would play the Red Ranger, or maybe Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th will play the Black Ranger, and Freddy Krueger will play the Green Ranger, and Chucky will play the Yellow Ranger, and Tiffany, Chucky's girlfriend, will play the Pink Ranger. I don't care. So, Power Rangers Rebooth remake will be a flop. It will fail. Yeah. People are excited. Oh, Power Rangers Rebooth remake. Yeah. As they were in 2017 when the Power Rangers movie was released. And then everyone got disappointed. Yeah. That's it for now. This video update. If you have seen this video till the end, hashtag don't trust Donald Trump. Hashtag don't trust Donald Trump. Yeah, and as Michael Jackson would say, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Yeah. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. And you tried to warn us, Michael. Yeah, you tried to warn us. Yeah. You tried to warn us about the presidents, the politician, government, and the cops, and all the people that work in our country. Yeah. You tried to warn us about them. That's why you released that song.